Shalom, shalom, Israel. First and foremost, I want to give all honor, glory, and praises unto YAHAWAH, BA'Hashem, YAHAWASHI, BA'Hashem Rakakwadah. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, and shalom to my Akim Wagwathium who are diligently waiting to be delivered from this final captivity. This is Brother Kawakab coming at you with another lesson, and today's lesson is going to be a bit of a lesson, yes, but at the same time more so of an appreciation piece, because I was just reading. Okay, let's actually read this first and then I'll go more into it. I was reading Psalms chapter 110 from the top. From the top, verse 1. The Lord said unto my Lord, sit thou at my right hand until I make thine enemies thy footstool. Okay, so it was just this one verse. Honestly, it was just this one verse that made me think, like, because I've heard this before. Like, I'm sure many of us have heard things like this before, but like, have you ever truly like took it all in and understood it and understood the magnitude and how just straight amazing that is? Like, that's that's actually just unbelievable. Imagine, okay, an enemy that is stronger than you at present stronger than you, that has you under their foot. All right, it is an amazing thing that the Lord changes the positions of who's on top like that. Pause. I don't slack. I mean, just imagine you being the slave, you being in bondage, and then the end result is Yahweh Hashem Yahawashi putting you as the master and the one that puts you in bondage as your slave. Like that is actually amazing. That's actually a miracle. That's a miracle. Okay, there's no other way. Like, Slakia, if I'm just stuttering because I'm just in astonishment, because that is an actual like miracle, and my eyes are just lighting up because of how crazy that is. Like, think. Okay, let's bring it down to a lower level and a personal level. All right, now, like, imagine you and your boss. Perfect example. Okay, your boss is a piece of shit. They always treat you like garbage. They talk down on you every chance they get. All right, and then, like, by some miracle, they're your boss. You get promoted, and then you're on a higher position, and then now your boss has to kiss your ass. All right, like, that is honestly, like, again, like I said, like, that is a miracle. Like, you honestly cannot get any more like direct with this. Like, this is just straight up amazing. Kahalayim Yahweh Ba'Hashem Yahawashi, and I'm going to go into a lot of different scriptures that basically show us how the Lord does love us. Okay, like I'm not using this word lightly. Love is a very powerful word. Okay, if you say you love someone like that, that means a lot. That means that you're willing to tolerate a lot from them. That means you're willing to do a lot for them, sacrifice a lot for them. Like, it does not get, you do not get as much love from anybody in the world except for Yahweh Ba'Hashem Yahawashi. All right, for the shit that we've been doing, like, we do not deserve to be alive right now. Like, honestly, and that's real. That's real. All right. Let me slack you. I want to go kind of a bit into chronological order. So first, let's go into this. Where is it? Genesis chapter 16, verse 10. And the angel of the Lord said unto her, I will multiply thy seed exceedingly, that it shall not be numbered for multitude. Okay, I will multiply thy seed. Now imagine this. It started with Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. All right, those were the three people, just three, that Yahawadah Hashem Yahawashi was dealing with. All right, and then it went from after Jacob, then went to the 12. It's like, not the 12 sons, the sons of Jacob. Okay, and Jacob had a lot of sons, by extension, partially, I want to say 4 wives, if I'm remembering that correctly. Okay, technically two wives and 2 concubines, but same difference on a technical scale. All right, and then he had his multiple sons. I believe it was a total of 10. I want to say 10. Slakia. Anyway, my memory is not serving me the best right now, and I should be more studied on that. But anyways, besides that, the thing is, from those few people, it turned into what we have today. How many so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans that are documented as so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans? Okay, and then you have the diaspora. Okay, which are still Israelites, but they look like the other nations. So but as of right now today, if they don't know that they're Israelites, they might put down so-called white, so-called Chinese, so-called Indian, so-called any other race that's not an Israelite race, or so-called African. All right, like this is the amazement, the astonishment, the miracle of Yahawadah Hashem Yahawashi. All right, like that is an amazing thing to see. All right, Kal Halayim Yahawadah Hashem Yahawashi. All right, and then on top of that, okay, let me go to the next one. Where is it? As Exodus chapter 18, from the top, when Jethro, the priest of Midian, Moses' father-in-law, heard of all that Yahweh had done for Moses and for Israel, his people, and that Yahweh had brought Israel out of Egypt. Okay, so he wasn't a part of it, but he heard, like, that is amazing, because the astonishment was just like how Israel is being oppressed, primarily in Babylon, but also in other nations too. I'm not too caught up on that, but I have heard of different countries basically hating on Israel. Okay, so in that same sense, they were being beat, just like how we all know the story. Moses killed that one Egyptian that was beating on an Israelite. Okay, so it's just like it's that same spirit of police brutality, as well as just hating Israel and wanting to oppress and suppress the Israelites. All right, so with that, all right, we see that on top of that, when we were just being oppressed, we were below them. Okay, for us to be delivered, to be taken out, to be brought out of that lowest state. Okay, that is an amazing feat. That is an amazing thing. That's a miracle. I'm going to be saying that probably for a lot of time in this video. Okay, because all these things are very amazing. They're beautiful things to see, that the Lord actually, again, not using this word lightly, but the Lord actually does love us, and it is something that we honestly, I have to say, we do take it for granted. Okay, because at the end of the day, what's the least we could do is follow the words of Yahawadah Hashem Yahawashi. Okay, follow the word, do what he do, worship him, pray, fast. All it's not it's nothing compared to what he's done for us. And then on top of that, on a personal level, he might be helping us with some issues that we have. All right, like say for example, you might be having some trouble financially. That's what the Lord does. The Lord helped you out, make sure you're able to pay those bills and whatnot. Okay, especially with how shit is today. I'm not even like it's really bad. All right, but we have faith that the Lord is going to take care of us. All right. Now moving on. Let me get to the next one. No, not this yet. Deuteronomy chapter 28 verse 37. And thou shalt become an astonishment, a proverb, and a byword among all nations, whither the Lord shall lead thee. Okay, so we are going to be just like, okay, Slakia, like in the same sense, we are going to be an astonishment in the sense that we are going to be just as lowly as we were in Egypt, but at the same time, there's going to be some instances. Slakia, that's definitely wrong. There's going to be a bunch of different, not even special cases, but a bunch of different times when Israel, at their lowest state, goes and shows that we are still the salt of the earth. All right, we still got it. Like even because a lot of times people think, oh yeah, it's this famous person. Oh, it's this Will Smith or it's this Brad Pitt. Oh, it's like Brad Pitt is the pinnacle of white people and whatnot. But then people might think, oh, Will Smith is the pinnacle of so-called black people. But no, that's not the case. It's in all of us. At the end of the day, it is actually in all of us. And for those that's not in, most likely tears, but that's kind of besides the point. The main point is, like, you can see Israel just do and perform a bunch of different amazing things. Okay, I heard there was this one, I forgot how old she was, but and I forgot her name, but there was this one girl that said she cured cancer. She did this. She found out about, like, it was an Eve. Okay, so-called black woman. All right, and like again, like, oh, also there was I heard, what's it called? Let me see. Who actually invented Matrix? Because I heard it was actually a black woman. Sophie Stewart. All right, so yeah, like I said, it was there's always going to be, even if it's not publicized, and aside from public stuff, okay, you see a bunch of like random videos online, viral videos, whatever, of just random Israelite men, is not Israelite men, Slakia, that's absolutely wrong. Israelites, men and women, just doing some like crazy cool stuff. All right, and that also just goes to show, like, we are the salt of the earth. We have that talent, we have that capability, the capacity to do great things. Call Allah YAHAWASHI. All right. Now, I really want to get these things right. Let me see what I have. Okay, also, let's get this. 2 Chronicles chapter 7 verse 20. And then I will pluck them up by the roots out of my land which I have given them, and this house which I have sanctified for my name will I cast out of my sight, and will make it to be a proverb and a byword among all nations. And this house, which is high, shall be an astonishment to every one that passeth by it, so that he shall say, why hath the Lord done thus unto this land and unto this house? So why did the Lord take these people out of their land? All right, verse 22. And shall be answered, because they forsook the Most High Yahawah of their fathers, which brought them forth out of the land of Egypt, and laid hold on other gods, and worshipped them, and served them. Therefore all this evil upon them. Right then and there. Israel, they were on top, okay? We was kings, so to speak, all right? And then, because they went off, because they bugged out, because they didn't follow after the law, statutes, and commandments of YAHAWASHI, or not even just that, but the word of YAHAWASHI as a whole, all right? Because they didn't follow after that, that's why the Lord punished them. That's why the Lord showed, yo, you guys were the best. You guys had the talent. You guys were the salt. But at the same time, he brought them down to a lower state. That is absolutely insane. That is, like, I just cannot believe it. Okay, it's unbelievable, truly. All right, and that also is an answer to those, like, why are Israelites in this lower state that they're in right now? Okay, and this is the the honest truth of it. Okay, because it's because of us, because we went off, because we bugged out. All right, and that's why things are the way that they are, and we need to fix that. We need to change. We need to improve. We need to return to YAHAWASHI. All right, so that we can be brought back up. All right. Now, next, I want to go on. Well, I basically already read this, so not this, but yeah, basically it says the same thing. Hosea chapter 1 verse 10. Yet the number of the children of Israel shall be as the sand of the sea, which cannot be measured nor numbered, and shall come to pass in the place where it was said unto them, Ye are not my people, there it shall be said unto them, Ye are the sons of the living power. So right then and there, Abraham's seed, Abraham, Isaac, Jacob's seed, they shall be as the sand of the sea. You can, in all honesty, you cannot number or measure them. Yes, there was a census taken, a global census taken, and lo and behold, hey, you still can't number them, even though they might have number of so-called black people, number of so-called Hispanics, number of so-called Native Americans. It's still not the correct number, because there are the diaspora, okay, spirit of, and in all honesty, like, there are a lot of times where you'll see, like, some other so-called heathen nations, okay, quote unquote, so-called heathen nation people, heathen looking people that act or gravitate or might be able to do something that's spectacular, all right? And the truth of the matter is that they are, again, diaspora. They are actually Israelites, all right? That, even Esau Edom, okay, with how much power the Lord has given him now, today, in today's current time, he still is locked out of knowing and, I guess, locating all the Israelites, I guess, so to speak. All right, even he can't eliminate them all, eliminate us all. All right. Because that's, again, a mercy from YAHAWASHI. Even, it doesn't matter what he wants, what Esau wants. It's a matter of what YAHAWASHI will allow. Even with Satan, when Satan went to go try Job, Satan couldn't kill Job, because that's not what YAHAWASHI said specifically. You're not allowed to kill him. All right, and in that same token, YAHAWASHI is not letting Esau kill us. All right, he may be killing some of us, but hey, that's a sword of let me get that. Mission from YAHAWASHI, which you'll never get. All right. Now, next we have going back into the astonishment of how Yahweh Hashem Yahawashi will deliver us, okay? And as well as that whole the example I went into, how if you were someone's employee / slave or whatever, and then the roles were reversed and you owned that person that used to treat you badly and were above you, okay? Let's go into this. Isaiah chapter 49 verse 23. And kings shall be thy nursing fathers, and their queens thy nursing mothers. They shall bow down to thee with their face toward the earth, and lick up the dust of thy feet, and they shall know that I am the Lord, for they shall not be ashamed that wait for me. So those of us that are waiting for Yahweh Hashem Yahawashi to make this a reality, okay, to make them bow down to us, to make them be our footstool, okay? Imagine that. Have you ever had a footstool where you're sitting on a couch, you're sitting on fucking a comfy chair, all right, and then you just kick your feet up on something, okay? That footstool will be, it won't be an actual footstool. Let me get this shit. Footstool. All right, let's get this. Look at this. All right, look at this. This is the type of stuff that you have. It's a footstool, a footrest, foot whatever. All right. Let me get this. The Lord's going to make. Where is it? Sure, this. Let's take this as an example. Also, Esau's a weirdo for this, but regardless, I needed the example. Oh, I think this is a better one. This is I needed the example. This is how these people that had us under bondage are going to be. They are going to be under our feet. Also, do you notice how, Slacky, I keep on getting off topic on these fucking things, but do you notice how all these freaking images are about women putting their foot on men? Like, do I see something, a man putting his foot on someone? Okay, no. Okay, there. Like literally one out of, I don't fucking know, but primarily it's all women. But we do see one example. Anyway, as I was saying, imagine that having someone, having them put your, having someone that was treating you like garbage, all right, get down on you and let you put your foot on them. That is an amazing and once again a beautiful thing that the Lord is going to reverse the roles, okay? Because that obviously we cannot do it by ourselves. We cannot. We just can't. All right. It has to be through the Spirit and power of Yahweh Hashem Yahawashi. Final astonishment that I really want to go into was this, or miracle, is Revelation chapter 18 verse 19, and they cast dust on their heads and cried, and weeping and wailing, saying, Alas, alas, that great city wherein were made rich all that had ships in the sea by reason of her costliness, for in 1 hour is she made desolate. So right then and there, all right, this is more of the miracles, okay, of Yahweh Hashem Yahawashi. In 1 hour, the Babylon is going to be destroyed. 1 hour. Like, do you not know what an hour is? That's, I think, a little bit longer than this video, but still. How long is this video? Not even half an hour. Damn. Okay, so basically, all right, like it's not even gonna take that long. Okay, you hear about wars taking like a few years, like 2-3 years or something like that, but it's not even going to be a war. It's just going to be a slaughter. It's going to be equivalent to just coming down with his angels, coming down with his army, and then just murking everyone one by one. It's literally just like that, and that is the beauty. That's the I cannot express it enough. The power of Yahweh Hashem Yahawashi. Yahweh Kahalayim Yahweh Hashem Yahawashi. Kahalayim Yahweh Hashem Yahawashi. All right, like Kahalayim Yahweh Hashem Yahawashi. Right, Luke chapter 1 verse 37. Let's end it off. For with Yahweh nothing shall be impossible. Kahalayim YAHAWASHI, and with that I want to give all honor, glory, and praise unto Yahawah, Bahasham YAHAWASHI, Bahasham Rakakwadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, DTA Abad Babal, and Shalom. We are almost